Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you two different ways to contour and highlight. The first way, we're going to be using foundations to do it. We're going to take one foundation that is 1 to 2 shades darker than your skin and another that's 1 to 2 shades lighter. Now you're going to apply the darker foundation on all the areas that you want to recede or look shadowed, sunken in, however you'd like to say it. And then you're going to apply the lighter foundation on all the areas you want to come forward, all the areas that the light would naturally hit on your face. So you can see where I'm doing the darkening contour. Want to do under the chin, under your cheekbones, your forehead, temples, or along your hairline, and on the sides of your nose. And then the lighter foundation, you're just going to put in all the areas that do not have the darker one. And please excuse my hair. It looks, I had just brushed it out and taken it down from an updo and didn't realize the hairspray and gel did that. It looks bad. I know. Anyways, so when you're done putting all the foundation on in those areas, you're just going to take a beauty blender or any sort of cosmetic sponge and you're going to blend them together. Now, when you're blending, make sure to not completely overlap the colors because that'll kind of take away from the effect. So you want to just kind of do the dabbing motions, push in, and kind of bring it out. And make sure around the hairline you're really getting that color back so you don't have like a white line along your hairline because it's not going to look cute. So just continue blending that out. Actually, I probably could have gone for an even lighter foundation just because your girl gets extremely pale in the winter. So that's probably actually my skin tone that I use. But yeah, make sure it's 1 to 2 shades lighter and 1 to 2 shades darker. Now, just to really make sure it's blended, I'm going to take a flat top kabuki brush and just kind of go over it all. Make sure you're bringing that color down on your neck too, because you don't want to have like a brown line under your chin. Now I'm going to set all of this with a translucent powder. This isn't going to add any extra color to your face, and it's just not going to build up. It looks a lot better, especially when you're doing the foundation one. Now we're going to add our blush. Now, tip for your blush. When you're younger, you can get away with it, but actually putting blush on the apples of your cheeks does make you appear to look older. So I kind of like to put it a little further back, sometimes on the apples as well. But right above your, blush, you're going to apply your highlighter. This is going to give that glow in the light, and it's going to look real nice. So now I'm blending it out with a stippling brush, and that is the first look. Now we're going to go ahead and clean all that off, and boom! Bare face. All right, on to number 2. This one you're going to start out applying your regular foundation all over your face. In this way of contouring highlight, you're really just going to use a bronzer and the highlighter that I showed you, as well as concealer. So I'm applying my L'Oreal True Match foundation all over my face with a Real Techniques buffing brush. Again, with your foundations, always make sure that you carry it down onto your neck. I know, especially for me, I don't like tanning or anything like that. No offense to anybody who does. It's just not for me. So I actually like to use darker foundation in the winter. I call it my Insta-Tan. Don't judge me. So I really have to make sure to bring it all the way down on my neck and a little even on my chest. Now we're going to take a concealer, again, 1 to 2 shades lighter, and you're going to apply it. You're going to see it's going to be in the same areas that I applied the lighter foundation in the last one. Make triangles right beneath your eyes. Bring them about down to the corners of your nose is where the tip should go, and all the way up to your temples. And then you're going to put the concealer down the bridge of your nose, a little in the middle of the forehead, on your cupid's bow above your lip, and the middle of your chin. Again, just taking my beauty blender, I'm blending that all out. I like to bring it up on my eyelids too, just to give that extra coverage up there. If you have veins that show a lot on your eyes or anything, that's a good thing to do, is to bring your concealer up onto your eyelids. It also kind of acts as a primer for a primer, so it's really going to help your eyeshadow stay on. Now for this one, I'm not going to use a translucent powder. I'm actually going to go in with my Ben Nye banana powder and a big fluffy powder brush from Real Techniques, and I'm going to apply that on all the areas that I applied concealer. Now again, I am paler, so this is actually just kind of blending in, but when you're darker, I'm darker in the summer, so when you're darker, this powder is amazing. It actually is what Kim Kardashian uses to create her highlight and her glow, or her makeup artist uses, I should say. It looks really beautiful. Now I'm going to take my Rimmel Stay Matte powder and apply that on all the areas I did not apply concealer. Now we're going in with the bronzer, and we're going to put that exactly the same places that we put the darker foundation in the last contouring and highlight way. You're going to put it right on under your cheekbone. You want to start at the top of your ear, and you want to bring it down a diagonal, so it should come down towards the corner of your mouth. Do not, though, bring it all the way down to the corner of your mouth, because that is not cute. It's going to look like a dirt mud line straight across your face. You kind of want to stop. If you put your knuckle of your pointer finger up to the top of your ear and lay your finger down, where your pointer finger ends on your cheek is where your bronzer should end. So now again, I'm just putting it on my temples, blending that down, blending it into my hairline and under my chin. Now all this is going to do, if you have a double chin, girl, I know I do, not in any denial about that, this is going to help to kind of give the illusion that it's not there. Makeup is all about illusions, believe me. And on your nose, you can make your nose look many, many different ways. A lot of people think famous people have had nose surgeries, and actually you can change your nose shape with contouring. Also, when you put it on your hairline, I don't really think I have a large forehead, but I just like the overall look of contouring my entire face. But putting it in your hairline is going to also give the illusion of a smaller forehead. Now again, I'm just applying my blush the same way I did before, and I'm going to apply my highlighter right above my cheekbones, as well as down the bridge of my nose, middle, a little bit in the middle of my forehead, and my Cupid's bow. Now, tip for using shimmery highlights is I wouldn't put it on your nose if you have large pores, because that'll accentuate it. So now I'm just blending it all out to avoid harsh lines with a stippling brush. And this is the final look. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Until next time, bye.
She's not my perfume.